Hello. So I wanted to show you the W3 Schools page on HTML semantic elements and talk a little bit about what they are and why they're great and why you should use them. So before HTML5, there was just the div. The div is a divider, it's a box, it was kind of used for everything. And when HTML5 came out, they added all of these semantic tags. So there's header, nav, main, section, article, all the ones that you see here. And this is sort of like a standard structure for a page, give or take. But I wanted to kind of show what's great about them from a developer standpoint. So this might be the like old school website before semantic tags. So maybe you'd have a header, you'd have maybe like a logo in there. You might have also some navigation. And then below the header, you might have some like a container. Maybe you even have a content div inside there. And inside the content div, maybe you have some cards. And inside those cards, you have some content. I don't know, card content. Then let's see, container, content. Let's see, after container. This is after container. See, it's even hard for me to keep up to where things are. There might be a footer, and inside that footer, there might be some footer links. Div footer links. This is terrible, right? I mean, I haven't even started adding content, and it's really hard to keep track of where the divs start and the divs end. Just a nightmare. So what happened with semantic tags is they added a bunch of tags that do exactly the same thing as a div, more or less. I'll get to that in a second, but they're so much nicer. So let's see, I'd still probably need a div for the logo, but I've got my nav. Under the header, I'll have a main tag. Maybe inside there, I'll have a section with several articles. Article. I can't do it. Article. Maybe the article has a card in it, so I might like have to have some cards or something, but I could like have a couple different articles. Let's say this is like a news site or something. And then maybe I have like an aside, like a sidebar thing that has its own navigation in it. I could like give it a class here. I'll call it a side nav. I have no idea. I'm making it up as I go. Okay, and then maybe there's another section, who knows? But after all of that, after the main box is done, we can have a footer. And inside that, we can have maybe even a nav with like footer links or something. So as you can see, much easier to understand the structure of this page. I can see where the section is closing. I can see where main is closing. I can see where the footer starts and ends. It's great. So from a developer standpoint, it's much better, but also from a screen reader standpoint, screen readers will be able to more easily find the navigation for the site or be able to understand the structure. So a screen reader is for people who are visually impaired, who have a screen reader actually read to them the contents of the site. So it's fantastic for them. It's also great for search engines because they understand the structure of the page. So lots of good reasons for the developer who's writing it, for the developer who might be taking over your code after you or working on the code with you. It's just sort of all around a really great thing. And just the thing to remember is that a semantic tag is just a div. So I like to say a div by any other name is just a div. But you get so much more power by using these semantic tags instead of div tags all over the place. And there are some guidelines. This page is a great place to start, but there are some rough guidelines on how to use them, but you really can use them in any way that makes sense for you. So this is, I'll put a link to this page in the comments. But yeah, this semantic list I highly recommend. And at the bottom of the page, they also have a full list of all of them and what you generally might use those tags for. All right, over and out.